Hey guys, so it's Friday, 23rd of November 2018. So yeah, my name's CJ. I kind of don't know how to start on this one because I saw something last night that really just got to the very core of my annoyance. See all these fake truthers and fake army people, right, on YouTube talking so much nonsense about things that I don't really know about. Someone's video came up last night. I'm not even going to mention the name. I don't even want them to have any views there whatsoever. So I'm not even going to mention the name. But they were going through bug out kit, right? Now supposedly this person is a vet, ex-military, ex-US military at that. And if you've seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. But I guess look at it this way. If you've seen it, then you'll understand what I'm saying, and hopefully you'll see the sense in why I'm going to say what I'm about to say. And if you haven't seen it and then you do bump into anything like it or bump into the video itself, then hopefully this will kind of just give you some foresight so you don't get caught up in the nonsense. Now, it's going to be a little bit long-winded, but hey, whatever. If you guys you watch it or you don't, I don't really care. The point of it is, recently there's been a massive trend of people using things on YouTube like the super chat and whatnot to get donations from their viewers and their subscribers. And obviously over the last couple of years they've been using things like Patreon and whatnot. Now, some of those I don't really have a problem with them doing it, and a prime example of this, I always use them because I think they're quite a fair and balanced channel in that sense, is TrueStream Media. So they do have a Patreon account, but they make really good informative videos that very beneficial to anybody waking up or trying to wake other people up. Really good information, and they do their research. So whatevs, right? But people have been on the super chat for hours and hours and hours, just got people on there commenting, and they're talking a bunch of crap, and you guys are giving them your hard-earned money. I want to say you guys, I mean us, the people, right? Because chances are, if you're watching a video from a channel like that, you probably don't have enough money to do a proper bug out anyway, right? None of us have got enough money, because if you really understand what it's about, it's all a load of nonsense anyway. Money is just another way for capitalism, and capitalism is just another way for classism, which is slavery 2.0. We all are the slaves. But in any case, so they're using this new setup now from YouTube, and they're making money because people are giving them tips via the chats and whatnot. And I don't really give a damn. I've always said I don't do this stuff for the money, and I never will. Truth should be free. This is why I make my videos, and when there's comments about the videos, I don't care. If you don't like it, you don't like it, whatever. But people are using this as a business now, so sorry, I'm just fiddling. Just trying to keep my trail of thought because I'm so pissed. So anyway, this guy allegedly is ex-military, and he was going through his bug out kit. What a joke. What a joke. I don't even think this guy's ever even been in the military. He's a vet. Ex-army. No. No, mate. I'm a vet. You're a fake. And I hope you do get this video. I really hope so. Because you're a dick. You're actually a dick. Taking money from the people for what? For talking a bunch of crap. If you're bringing the truth, then bring it. Don't take money for it. Because you're no different. Freaking scammer. In any case, I'm going to do a video showing what my camping gear looks like. Not even my bug out gear, just my camping gear, yeah? Just to give you an idea of how a real vet would actually pack their kit, yeah? How a real ex-soldier packs kit. trying to express myself without throwing any profanities in there because I'm really tempted to do so. Stop giving these people money. If you like what they say, fantastic, brilliant, but you've got more important things to do with your money. And I don't want it. I'm not asking you for it. So it's not like I'm complaining because, oh, I don't get the support. Like, I'm seeing so many truthers complaining that they're not getting the views and that they're not getting the monetization and they're not getting the... Like, wake the fuck up. You do this for money? Shit. So, what's the other one we're talking about? Oh, how he'd planned this all for his daughter. What kind of life is she going to have because he's lost monetization to his channel? Or some nonsense like that. Always playing on emotional heartstrings like anyone gives a shit. Everyone's got their own family and their own problems to worry about. Right? You don't ever hear me coming on here and complaining about my children. I've got children. I've got loads of siblings. All younger than me, significantly younger than me. They all need to be taken care of. You never hear me complaining about any of that kind of stuff. Why? Because it's not your problem. You don't hear about my stresses. I don't tell you, oh, well, I've just had this ticket come through the post for something or another. It's not your problem. I don't want your money for it. So why is it that somebody can get on here? Now listen to this, right? They can get on here and talk a bunch of crap for a couple of hours and people are giving them money. Now this guy, right? This is how you know it's a bunch of bullshit. So this guy has he's got a pretty slick studio setup. Seems like it's soundproofed and everything because there's no echoing. He's got a good microphone. He's got a pretty good layout. But he hasn't got a bug out bag. He's ex-military and he had to buy a bug out bag. Are you kidding me? Guys, any of you ex-military out there, I would love to hear what you have to say in the comment if you know who I'm talking about in particular. Because I'm not going to say that every single ex-military personnel is definitely going to have a military issue backpack or a Bergen, as we call it here in the UK. But if they're going to buy one, they're going to buy a proper one. That's the big giveaway. So, dude, if you are watching this, you're a fake, and I can see it. And you need to stop it. Where's your morals? This ain't about pride anymore. I'm not calling you out as a personal dig. I'm calling you out to ask you, where's your morals? How can you knowingly take money away? I mean, you don't even know these people. They're giving you money. You don't know what their struggles are. And you're taking money from them. Come on, man. Like, I'm pissed for what's happened, but it's not even a personal thing like that. It's not that deep. I just know that if you're ex-military and you don't have any issued kit and you need to go and get something, you're going to buy something proper because you know what proper is. Any of you guys who've genuinely been in the military, don't care what country it's been in, you understand the difference between quality kit and shit copied replica kit. Just saying. When I do my my camping kit video, then you'll see what I mean. I might even just tie it into this and make it all one. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. Again, hey, I get to do whatever, right? Because I don't do this for the money. Definitely don't do it for the money. But there are there's loads of people out there who really are. And it's a damn shame. You've got all that money and everything to build this brilliant studio so you can sit there and talk crap for hours and rub it in people's faces about what's currency and what's money. Flashing silver around in the place and don't, you know, that's come from people you don't even know their situation. But you ain't got a bug out bag. You couldn't buy a proper backpack. Always want to use in your children as emotional heartstrings to pull on. This is wrong. This is wrong. And the only way that it's going to stop is the people have to stop it. And that's why, like I said to you, You know, it's not such a full-on rant video. I already had a rant on the phone to my friend earlier, but it's more just awareness, guys. Don't give people your money. Don't. Right? If they're bringing you solid content, and I don't mean speculation, I don't mean interpretation of the news. Yeah, because you can get that online for free. I mean information. There's some channels out there that really do go in. Nicholson, 1968, A Plain Truth, Enslaved by No Media, already mentioned True Stream Media, Logic for Authority. Oh, I can't remember. There's so many. Who else? Richie does some as well. When he's not driving around, he'll make some. Who else? I don't know, man. They're all in there anyway. They're usually, if you just go through my playlist, you'll see the people there. But the bottom line of it is, a lot of those guys make really good quality, informative videos. So if you do want to go and look at stuff and learn about what's going on, you can find channels that do it for free. I don't think you're going to find a more honest channel than Wes Truther. I just don't. Very honest guy. Very, very honest. Says it as it is. And you know what? A lot of people don't like that, and especially in this day and age. But it's what's needed, right? You can't hide the truth. So stop giving them your money. Whatever you got, you need it. Put it into something that you can do. But giving these fake people money, it's not on. It's not on. Imagine I'm probably going to get a lot of crap from their fans about this, but it has to stop, because it's just a new trend now, isn't it? You get in front of the camera and you talk some truth, right? And then you hype it up, and then you get money from it. Look, sorry. If you're into any kind of truth seeking, I'm sure you should be arriving at the point right now of realizing that we're screwed. Which brings me on to another thing. That whole Donald Trump crap. Trump supporters, anti-Trump supporters, don't give a crap. You're screwed any which way you look at it. No draining the swamp. None of this is ever going to happen. You really think they would allow us to have that kind of play on their chessboard? Let's think about it for a second, right? Just look. It's left versus right mentality again. Separation of people. What? I mean, look, England and America right now are more separated than they've ever been in their histories. And I've mentioned this on a few videos before. Everyone is completely polarized. Leave the EU, remain in the EU. In America, you had the Hillary and the Trump, and, you know, it's all a joke. It's all a charade. It's the world stage. Mentioning world stage. Dabu 777 or 777, quadruple seven, I don't know. Dabu something. He makes some pretty quick, informative videos. Takes the same headlines that these idiots have been using and talking crap about it for hours, right? Gives you the headlines, here's what's what, funny how it ties to this. Within 2-3 minutes, boom, that's the update on that article, done. There you go, that's all you need. He doesn't charge anything for it. He doesn't go on the live chat and try to take your money. This thing isn't about money, and anybody who's asking for money, I just think it's a damn shame, man. I understand that we all need money to be able to prep, but everybody else needs their money too. And if I'm taking money from you, I could be taking money from your children. I'm not going to do that to you or your children, because I've got children and I don't want no one to do that to them. If I charge for something, right? Notice that there's a charge, right? Like, so if somebody's going to give me some money, I must be doing something in return. You know, actively doing something to help improve their life and their understanding of things in a bigger sense, not just limited. Oh, are they going to invade us? We want our country, democracy. Yeah, seriously. Oh. No morals, no ethics. All gone out the window. Fake people talking crap about stuff they don't understand. I want you to remember that military people when you go into the military, right, your training is a psychological re-education camp. maybe not as cruel as the Nazi internment camps, right? But they're internment camps. That's how they work. You arrive there, they shave all your hair off, they strip away your complete identity, break you apart, and then rebuild you. So you're never the same again. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that it's the same in America as it is in the UK, that you're a soldier first, regardless of what your job is. So you've got to be able to survive outside, ration, walk the distance, and handle the weapon as just a standard part of what you do, because everyone's a soldier first, regardless. So you work differently and you look at situations differently. So usually we don't have fears. We may have things that we are slightly worried about. So, you know, I might be worried about my children's safety if things happen because I'm one place and they're somewhere else. But I'm not scared. Right? And that's a big giveaway there. Military people tend not to be scared because it's being scared, fear, it's an emotion. And in stressful situations, the one most important thing is to control the emotions and apply logic. We're not saying that you must completely dismiss it. Mind you, you know, if you're an infantier like I was, you know, like US Marine Corps, like kind of, you know, very active frontline soldiers, then yeah, you know, our training definitely is a lot more about suppressing the emotions, dealing with everything logically until you've gotten clear, right? So you come under contact, return fire, baseline, figure out what's going to be your next step. Are you going to fight or withdraw? You get the hell out of there. You're now safe. You're back at base or whatever. And then you're like, wow. That's when the emotion comes in, right? So we don't really do fear. It's instinctive. It's programmed in as part of the training, right? So whenever you see any ex-military, you know, veterans exhibiting high levels of fear, it's an indicator. It's a warning flag. Not to say that all of them, no, because again, you know, we have to understand exceptions, but it's a big indicator that something's not right here. And anybody who knows me knows what I'm like in a stressful situation. Absolutely fine. Because getting emotional about stuff doesn't fix a dang thing. But in any case, what's that, like 17.5 minutes now? Just stop giving me money. That's all I can say to you. I bring you truth for free. Don't watch my video. Watch someone else's. Loads of people who bring you truth for free. I'm just gonna keep making my videos about morals because you know what? I'm sorry, I do need to touch on this. Over the last few weeks, after I uploaded some of those videos the other day, I've been thinking about what videos I want to upload and why do I even bother getting in front of the camera? What purpose does it serve? Because people are already out there giving the truth, and I always say this: there's no point regurgitating the same crap. You might as well just share it on, right? So I've been thinking what kind of videos I do because I really don't want to just get on here and just talk about the same stuff again. And I know some of you might appreciate me talking about it. I've heard people say, you know, I explain things really well and whatever else. And I do get that, but I don't really find it a real efficient use of my time. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start looking at the real talking points, because going over what has happened and what's happening kind of doesn't really work for me anymore. Everybody's doing it, and that's good. It's there, so people need to share it. But now we need to start looking at the real talks behind it. And again, I don't care how many views I get. This channel is just, I'm not monetizing anything. I'm not going to ask for money. I don't have a Patreon account. I'm not selling you t-shirts, right? If I ever design a t-shirt, guess what I'll do? I'll send you the print and you can go and get it printed, and I'll do that all for free. Because that's what a real activist does. I'm not going to charge you for it. Why make a t-shirt, right? And it's to do something because we're speaking out against it. I'm sorry, I'm not that way inclined. Unless someone really asks me that I must do it and then send it to them, then maybe, but I just don't see the point when I can just send you the file and you can go to a t-shirt place and have it printed. Actually, you know what, furthermore, I could send you the file and you could just order it all online and have it delivered straight to your door. You don't even have to, you know, why do I need to charge you for that? Nonsense. But yeah, it's the bigger problems that we've got now we need to start looking at. We're all slaves. And we're only slaves because we allow it to be this way. We perpetuate the problem. We continue to partake in the system, and it gives it more and more control over us. And control is just an illusion anyway, right? Because it's not like they've got chains around our necks. It's just an illusion. We think they have power over us, so ergo they do. I'm not telling anyone to break laws and just be criminals, right? But what I am going to say is just understand the difference between a victimless crime and a victim-based crime. Just think about that for a second. No laws, no constitution, no code of this or anything. And just think about that. A victimless crime. And then they're just stupid crimes that you just shouldn't do because they're just dumb. It just don't make no sense, right? Not every law, every rule you're supposed to try and break. Some of them are just stupid, yeah, I get that. But these people only have control over us because that's how we see it and that's how we allow it and that's how we teach our children. Prime example, it was just Thanksgiving for you, the brothers across the water in America. I mean, what a celebration that is, eh? That's how you know it's all messed up. But like, oh, our country, we want our country, we want our borders shut and blah blah blah. And I understand what you're saying in a long-winded way, but shit, that's not even your country, man. You guys killed the Indians and settled into their lands. And don't get me wrong, I haven't got a personal thing against any of you, but that's just is what it is, right? England's here because they robbed, raped, and pillaged from the rest of the world and built their empire. Now they're complaining about wanting to shut their borders and immigration because people are coming here to try and better their lives because they've already stolen everything. Yeah. I mean, look, that's truth, right? And I know some people are going to get upset with it, but as always, I don't really give a damn. Like, I'm not biased for the truth. I say it as it is. And while I don't hold any of you accountable because it's not your fault, you didn't do it, we must look at what things are and why they are the way they are, right? So we're talking about these immigrants and whatnot, like these people are lesser than us. I'm an immigrant. I wasn't born in this country. There you go. There's something for you. I was born in South America. A lovely country called Guyana. Used to be owned by the British, known as British Guyana. North of Brazil, yeah? My parents immigrated over, brought me over. I went to school, went to college, went into the army, left. Now I'm a health and wellness professional. People pay me to help them with their health, right? Notice again, they pay for an exchange of a service and experience and knowledge, right? So it's not like, you know, you make a living for free. You never should do that. But this country is only what it is because it robbed, stole, and pillaged from countries like mine. And I don't hold that anymore, you know. That's the old times gone, right? Those are the older generations and whatnot. Because it's not like I experience daily racism. You walk in the street, you know, and there's a white folk looking at you like, nah, I don't have any of that problem. I mean, most of my clients tend to be white British anyway. It's not a racist thing. It's just, it's a consequence of ancestral behavior. Let's put it down to that. It's probably the best way I can put it. Because they decided to do what they wanted to do. The country got built and the empire went great. But there's a backlash of it, right? There's always a trade-off for things. Things always have to balance out somehow. So they went and took from loads of country and then brought it here and built this up. Well, it was inevitable because while you destroyed those countries, this goes for the same for America, Europe, England. You know, obviously England's in, you know, in Europe for the moment at least. So you've built it up, But those people are now struggling. But here's the thing. Not only are they struggling because you destabilize their economies, and anyone who's a real truther will understand what I mean when I talk about the CIA and the MI6 destabilizing foreign governments and, you know, infiltrating with their own shadow government and whatever else. Again, if you're ex-military, this is the kind of stuff that you do know as an absolute fact, because at some point you would have been, you know, you would have been given the intel. So they destabilized these countries and took massive amounts of their wealth, all the backhanded deals and whatnot they signed for raw materials. Then they made their countries really fancy and really shiny and great looking. So you made it attractive, right? So the Western world got really attractive. Even though if we look in the Southern Hemisphere, everything's nicer, right? The weather's better. You know, you've got food that just grows in abundance. You've got animals everywhere. The Southern Hemisphere definitely is a lot nicer than the Northern Hemisphere. And I think most people can agree with that in terms of natural nature. But they built the Northern Hemisphere up to look so great and so fantastic. And I think this is what it comes down to more. It's the Northern Hemisphere. It's kind of like the North versus South, which is really strange because most people kind of think of North versus South, I'm thinking North versus South. If you get my drift, right? North, South. But they made it look really attractive. So everybody moved away from their lovely warm climates to this crappy weather. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not really complaining about it, but it is crappy. And why did we all come here? Because, you know, we think, oh, better life, better opportunities. So don't hold it against the migrants wanting to come. I know that there is some of this crap going around about George Soros paying them and them coming over with guns and then military fatigue. But you know what? I've seen no proof of any of this. All of it just seems to be a lot of speculations. And even if they are, yeah, what do you expect? What do you expect? You guys are, you know, out there saying that you're truthers and whatnot. What do you expect? All of that stuff is, it's not only is it probable, but more than likely it's inevitable. It's all messed up. We know it's coming. You know, Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, right? Like, we know what's coming. It's nothing new. Oh, maybe some guys are going to come and ram the border or whatever. Like, really, you're getting caught up on that story? Yeah. Bunch of fake truthers, man. Diet woke folks. Shit's deep. Immigrants coming to your country isn't the biggest problem that you've got. It really isn't. And in fact, you'd be surprised that those same people there could be very, very helpful for you. We should never turn people away. Now, I'm not going to say that all those people in that caravan is good, even if the caravan is like, if it's legit. I'm not going to say all of them are good, but they're not all bad. And remember, most people are only bad because of the environment that they've been exposed to and the elements. You know, we all know that phrase, different time, different place. It could have been different. That's what real truth is, guys. Yeah? That's what real woke sounds like. There's a lot of people talking so much shit. You're going to turn people away for what? Some speculation that they might have got paid $7,000? I mean, I'm seeing people, oh, it's proven, this has been proven. Nothing's been damn well proven. And even if it was, they're not your enemies. Look, I just said to you, I'm an immigrant. I'm here in the UK. I served for this country. I am genuinely ex-military. I served for this country. And even if before I went to the military, right, I still stood by this country. Now, if something happens here, someone invades, do you not think I'm going to go? Because, yeah, this is where I am. This is where I live. This is where my family is. All these people, they're my people. Why? Because we're all flicking one people. We're not each other's enemies. But no one's really seeming to wanting to get to the crux of what the real enemy looks like. Now, you know what? If you've been watching this video and you've watched it past this point, I commend you. You're real. Not many people will watch to this end. And because of that, I'm now going to be completely honest with you. I'm going to take the gloves off. If your children are there watching, it's not the time for them. This is adult time now. What's been happening on YouTube is a fucking disgrace. Yeah? You people need to stop fucking about with these fake channels that are talking a bunch of shit and using up your time, because while you're watching it, that's wasting your fucking time and energy. Instead, what we need to be looking at is how the fuck do we start fighting back against this shit. It's all well and good to start talking about bugging out and whatnot, and yes, you need to be ready and you need to be prepared, but how do we start fighting back? What do we do? What are the next steps? Let's fucking stop trying to play catch up every 2 seconds of trying to understand what they're doing and what's this changing and what's that. Okay, fucking fantastic. But what are we going to do now? Yeah, this is what I've been asking for the last, 6 months. Like, what the fuck are we going to do now? Because all well and good keep talking shit about it. I did a video, I don't know, maybe about a month or two ago, and I got some responses from that, and it was brilliant. It was good. But you know what? It wasn't fucking enough. It just shows me the real truth when it comes down to it, that people aren't willing to do shit. They really aren't. You know, and Wes did that video, he did another one the other day talking about fucking spineless chicken shit, and he's right. Nobody's willing to talk. I mean, look, put it this way. How many people will actually speak to you directly through YouTube and be fucking straight and honest with you? Because I don't see it. Very few people will be straight and honest and say it as it fucking is. Yeah? Because when it's all said and done, you don't have to like it. You have to understand that we have one enemy. Right? And I know I'm going to get some Christians telling me about profanity. Listen, bottom line of it is, this is not pointless swearing. This is me swearing to emphasize a point. Yeah, it's a word just not like no other. Now, just on that slight note, you fuckers swear every day, you just don't realize it. Yeah, your whole entire English language is based off spells. So don't give me that shit. How many times a day you don't talk about Lord and God and whatnot? You don't even know what the freaking thing means. Someone sneezes, you saying bless you. Good morning, like all this crap that you say when words have frequency values, and none of you seem to understand that, but yet you're going to want to have a go at me about my swearing. Just save it. Don't. I'm not fucking here for that shit. Don't like it, piss off. When I do my other videos, I'm going to make a point of which one are children friendly and which one aren't, because some of you fuckers need people speaking to you plain, straight and direct, and I can appreciate that because I'm a direct talking person. I try and be as PC as I can and as family, family orientated. Of course, I know my son subscribed to my channel as well. So I make it, as child friendly as possible. But I need to start doing the adult videos, right? I need to start speaking to you adults, because apparently people don't understand what the fuck the situation is when you're not swearing, when you're not really emphasizing your point. So let's sum it up. The government don't give a shit about you. Never fucking have, never will. None of them. Yeah? They're all fucking puppets that are controlled by other people that you probably have never even fucking seen or heard. Right? That's just the summary. If we want to go a little bit deeper, we can say that these people worship the fucking devil, Satanism, whatever. You can go fucking whichever way around you want about it. But don't bring me no alien shit, because that's a whole load of nonsense, right? That's just demons rebranded. Space doesn't exist. Fuck off. Flat Earth, done. Like, seriously, we can't still be debating whether the world is fucking round or flat. Go bend water and then you can prove to me somehow that the world's fucking round. People talking about truthers, right? But then only want to choose the truth that suits them. Look at the truth. Does it make any sense to be on a fucking ball or not? No, it doesn't. Therefore, it's flat. Done. Right? Look at it logically. They have lied to you about absolutely fucking everything. Hence, the channel's got the name it has. They have lied to you about everything, but somehow you're still taking the shit that they tell you to be true. You think they let the fucking Bible be around if it's the truth? And don't get me wrong, I'm not against you. I just don't want you pushing that shit in my face. Because Because when it's all said and done, we have one enemy that we can truly understand, and that's coming from the government. Yeah? We don't know what the enemy is behind it, and loads of you speculate. Loads of, what they call them? Whistleblowers. Coincidence, you know, like such a coincidence that we find these people. But in any case, nothing there is confirmed. What we can observably see is that the government don't give a shit about us. Tell me the last time you elected someone into power and they made things really better for the long term. Not the short term, but for the long term. Don't worry, I'll wait. One fucking idiot last night on a video telling, oh, this may be where Trump locks the country down to make the arrests. Fuck off. Next thing fucking Trump supporters are going to be saying, oh, he's putting martial law so he can arrest all these people, all these sealed indictments. Get the fuck out of here. Seriously, get out of here. And then people not wanting to use the words on their videos because they're scared it's not going to get the views. Wankers. Wankers. Absolute wankers. You think I'm not going to tell you the truth because my video is not going to get the views? Because it's not going to get monetized? Your government's your enemy. Always has been. I mean, look at what government means, right? You break that down, it's mind control. Your government only have power because you know, consciously give that to them. Or subconsciously, whichever way around you want to look at it. You accept that they have control over you, hence they do. Don't know what else there is to tell you. For our fallen soldiers, it's a damn shame because your life was a sacrifice. They sacrificed you for their own entertainment. And that pisses me off. I've lost friends to this shit. You get trained up and they sent you out. Bunch of bullcrap. The government's the real enemy. And I don't really give a shit what happens to this channel. They can fucking pull it. At some point they will. If it's not after this video. But just remember who the real enemy is. And I know it can come in many shapes and many forms. But remember, if they're not with us, they're against us. Because what we should be standing for is for humanity. Yeah? Not for patriotism. Not for being British or being German or being French, being any sort of nationality, because that's what they've given us. They gave us that. But it's for humanity. We're supposed to be doing this for the betterment of all of us. Do you see anything that's been done for the betterment of all of us? Because I don't. I fucking don't. Big Pharma have been stealing lives for as far back as they go. Tell you about vaccines and medication and whatnot, and all of it's crap. Medication makes you ill. The side effects are ridiculous. And don't get me wrong, I understand in severe cases, you know, let's be contextual about this. If I've hurt myself, I don't really need painkillers. But if I've got a hole in my leg, I might want some morphine. You know what I mean? Got a headache, I probably don't need painkillers. Probably need to be thinking about what's wrong with my body, why I've got a headache in the first place, right? Stop assuming that your body's stupid. Don't let these people take your money and take your fucking life and your soul and everything else in between. Just don't. Just don't. Our real enemy. And people, just start thinking about what happens next. Rolling out 5G. I just watched another video. Where was that? Is it Holland? They just tested out the 5G. Or is it Canada? Holland or Canada? They turned on the 5G for a test on how many birds fell out the sky. Yeah. We are so screwed. I remember back in the 90s and the early 2000s when mobile phones first came out in this country, and I remember the big scandal that went on because I was quite young then about phones and radiation, and I'd always been quite a real tech curious child. Wanted to know how things work and why. And I remember it was such a big thing. And then people were like, oh no, I'm going to use the earpiece instead because I don't want the phone at my head and blah, blah, blah. And somehow everyone's forgotten that. And now people walk around like it was never a problem. Oh yeah, hello, hi, yeah. Constantly. But we knew it was a problem back then. And that's without this new high-tech frequencies and whatnot that they're using compared to the old GSM or whatever it was they used to use. It's fucked, man. It's really fucked. Just think about what's going to happen next now. Frequency towers are going to start going up, and we don't even know how they're going to play this. Are they just going to take us out or just mind control us? And again, the same fear tactics. This is just their capabilities. This is just one of the variables. So what do we do? How do we fight it? I'm not going to tell you to go and fucking invest in silver and gold, because that's just another, classism system waiting to happen. Oh, I've got more gold than you, so I've got more power than you. Plus, when you're really against the crunch, you can't eat gold, right? Gold's worthless when there's no food. So you want to buy gold? Wait till there's no food. Have food. Look how much gold you'll buy then. Just be smart. Why buy gold now? Why keep inflating the market where they're going to benefit from it? Don't. Plus, again, like I said, if you get into buying gold and you get into buying silver, you're just going to perpetuate another monetary system again, because this is what they did before and they've always done. They always make the point of saying that, these crashes are wealth exchanges. Yeah, it is, because those who are smart go back to buying all the gold and buying all the silver, just like they used to, because they know every time it crashes, that's what they go back to using. And those of you who are really awake, that know that causes a problem. It causes a problem because it causes a wealth gap, a wealth divide. That is classism. Then from that you build statism. Then from that you're back in the same fucking problem again. I've only got two struggles in this life: food and shelter. All that time that people spend to go to these work. I mean, look how the slavery machine is so well oiled. People spend all that time going to work and giving their sweat equity, their man hours, their soul, their morals, their ethics, everything, just to make that paycheck to go and buy the stuff that's being made by the same companies that are sucking the lives and souls out of other people. Just think about that. You go to a place that sucks your life and your soul out of you. Sucks the best years out of your entire existence. Your best years are being sucked out of you. Just for you to get... And it's not even a paycheck anymore, right? Because it's just a digital number that appears on the screen now, right? And then you've got to go into this shop, the supermarket, whatever, and you've then got to give them these digital things that just exist on the screen. Or maybe it's some paper. You might even have some paper. But usually these days it's just you use your card, right? Because it's all digital. And you're now buying the food that you need that's coming from one of these same companies that's sucking the life and souls out of other people to make them in the first place. So for all of us, our best years are being sucked and bled out of us. And by us continuing to do it, it means that it happens to more and more people. That doesn't sound like how things are supposed to be, does it? And we all know the higher up the food chain you go, the more money you make, but the less things you do. We know that's not fair. We know that's not how it's supposed to work. Shit, this video started with a little bit of a rant and a calling out, and ended on a really interesting note. I'll leave my email address in the description, the Thesvcproject at gmail.com. I'll leave that there if anybody does actually want to reach out, and I try and keep up to date with everybody. And all you guys know, if you've reached out to me, chances are you either have my phone number, or we're in email communications, or we're on Hangout or something or another. I do keep everybody in relative contact, probably more so than I do with the people around me sometimes, to be honest. It's kind of difficult when people around you are still such sheep, right? And the only people you can speak to is at the other end of a device, because those are, you know, it's just a bit shit sometimes. But hey, it is what it is. We carry on. So don't let the emotional crap work on you. Don't give people your money. Use it for yourself, because that's what you need it for, right? Chances are, again, if you're watching these videos, you ain't got enough money for what's coming. Just saying. I'm not saying that you're broke. Just saying the amount of money that people are going to need for what's coming. I don't even have enough money for what's coming. But I don't ask you for it. Remember that. Guys, take care of yourselves. But don't be fooled by no fake army.